endure this!
Prepare yourself.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking. Make every strike count.
Desna, guide my hand.
Ah, shit, all of this trouble for you to die. I got resurrect though. It really doesn't matter, but it sucks. You just had to die, did you?
Run them through!
And you? Oh, you die. Good, you bitch. Ah, did it. Demo that conspiracy on unfair and with loons. With fucking loons. Ooh. As I said, I believe that the real challenge is with companions. With mercs, it's gonna be a stomp. Complete stomp. And I'm probably gonna get bored in the middle of my playthrough with mercs. Straight thanks. This is the hardest achievement to get. Only 1% of players have this achievement on all difficulties combined. Okay. Thanks for the follow. On all difficulties combined. And I did it with these freaking loons on unfair. You know what I can try with mercs, maybe? Now I'm thinking about it. I can go with unfair 3.0 for mercs. That's like the ultimate challenge, but they wanna count my achievements. You know, when you do a custom, and I don't know why it's called custom, it should be like they can do it something like supreme unfair. Hey, so the achievements trigger when you play on it. I could do that with mercs, like complete insanity. This fight would be for unfair 3.0 with mercs, since I can do it with companions. Imagine the stomp with mercs. You will have a very easy start as a solo. And the further you are, the harder it gets. For solo, it's the other way around. When you go with companions, the hardest part is the start, Kenabres, and until you reach Dress. And then it starts being a bit easier on unfair with companions. And on solo, easier start, faster leveling, you're gonna stomp enemies and so on, and then when you reach Dresden, from that moment, it becomes harder and harder on solo. So complete opposite, okay? For example, I had a very rough time in the beginning. Extremely rough time in the beginning. Let's be real. Now I can rank those fights of how I see them. Before the nerf, it was Hosilla for unfair as the hardest fight in the game, and definitely the most unfair one, completely unbalanced. If you don't cheese hard. Blightma on unfair is absolutely disgusting. Volgiev's Shadow might be the first place with the most disgusting fights for unfair. This is one of the fights that can go into top 5. Although it didn't took long, okay, it took 3 attempts on for unfair. But I practiced it on hard. Achievement, which achievement? Achievement is... I forgot the name. Achievement is Abyssal Conspiracy. The 0.9% of players have the achievement. You need to only prevent the Demodant conspiracy. Or better to say, you need to find them and kill them. All difficulties combined. I doubt it's 0.1% for unfair. I really, really doubt. Maybe like 0.01. Maybe. We'll see when I release the video on YouTube if someone else has it. But I really doubt someone has it with loons. Probably with mercs or with solo. But not with loons. Loons are just loons. You can kill Minyago easily on unfair, you just focus her. She ain't that big deal. But it's hard, you know, when it's your first encounter with her. When you meet her for the first time, of course. Once you know what to do, then it's a different story. Why would I rage about it? I gain nothing with raging. Rucker7, thanks for the follow. And then what's even most hilarious, I have people coming out and say, why don't you play faster? Play it faster, please. Come on. I read everything aloud, I play everything on hard, then I test everything on unfair. And I still have complaints. Upload faster, play faster. How? One fight like this exhausts me for the next 15 minutes. Mentally exhausting. Play faster, they should see me in turn-based. Yeah, I imagine this fight on turn-based. Come on. I would spend 10 hours on turn-based. Get the fuck out. Even like this in real time with pauses. How long it took this fight? I was completely out for it. How long it took on unfair? Did it last more than 15 minutes? What do you think? I really lost track of time. Thanks for the follow. Headband of Subjugator. +6 intelligence lands a hit against a new enemy for the first time. The enemy must pass a 47 throw DC 30 or become dazzled for 3 rounds. If the enemy is under movement impairing condition, becomes blinded instead. Oh, the fuck is this? Sponderous book details, suggestion for persuading, inspiring others. Permanently gain bonus to charisma. Oof. Hey, I hated Shield Bearer till I was level 7 or 8. Then I was like, maybe it can be good. Now I fucking love it, okay?
Call me again if you need to.
Really, WordPress starts scaling hard above level 10, 12, and so it keeps getting better and better as you go on. But it was so bloody hard for me at the start. Plus, it was the version when they didn't nerf the stupid unfair, so it was disgusting. I guess if I would start now with the same build, it would be easier. But fuck it, no going back 300 hours before this, you know. And Wasteland 3 DLCs await me also. I need to finish this, then play Wasteland 3, then I'll come back to Breath of the Righteous. Necromancy +4. And immunity to fear. Whoa. Listen, what I did in that version 1.0, first of all, I was playing for 16 hours or so per stream. Those first 3 days till the first patch arrived. Fucking hell, it was disgusting. It was really depressing, disgusting. I don't know how to describe vanilla version. They were just... never again. But fuck lizards and golems, I managed with that. But those freaking archers, fuck them, okay? Those were the real problem on Unfair, in tutorial area. Archers. Before the puzzle when you need to grab the radiance. Those two on the wall that are far away from you. That was the fucking problem, those two. Wasteland 3, for me, was the best game of the decade before Wrath of the Righteous came out. Now it's the second best game of the decade. And I can't wait to replay it again. They changed a lot. We'll see. I'll play it very soon. Nemarius Burning Breath. Jail Khan was an eccentric and capricious demon, indifferent to power and violence, but a great lover of riddles and puzzles. It was he who captured the mysterious collector that had been preying upon Alushinira's nobility, and it was he who returned our Miket's stolen golden carbuncle. But his most famous investigation is by far the case of the Burning Gladiators, a demon detective. Listen, those that never played Wasteland 3, First of all, I would recommend playing Wasteland 2 and then Wasteland 3. And second of all, you don't know what you missed. I'm dead serious, you don't know what you missed. One day, a bunch of slaves step onto the sand of Battle Bliss Arena unbidden. They were cloaked in flames but did not scream, silently carrying the bodies of their slain jailers on the tips of their spears. Having formed a column before the demons, Ave struck at the sight, they spoke in a single voice. I've been taken from, so now I take. A moment later, they vanished in conflagration that incinerated most of the spectators, leaving only charred words on the ashen floor of the arena for pain and fire. This incident was just the beginning. The killings in the arena continued, with gladiators seemingly losing their minds and attacking the guards, catching fire and burning to ash alongside their tormentors. All that remained were the cryptic words, for pain and fire. Shamira, the Ardent Dream, commanded Jael to solve the mystery of these unusual deaths. Jael took a cup of blood and on every wall of the arena wrote the following: I've taken from you and I will take again. Having issued this challenge to be unknown killer, Jael waited but not for long because the bloody letters caught fire. Jael proclaimed he had solved the riddle and would reveal the answer to everyone on the next day. The next moment, a dozen trolls turned into pillars of flame and surrounded Jael. In a single voice they asked, do you think you have exposed me, demon? What do you even know, you arrogant fiend? I know your name. You're Nemarius, a demigod born of the goddess Sekhmet. You and your wife-to-be were captured and forced to fight to the death in the arena. She fell and you set yourself on fire out of grief, but were never truly gone. Your spirit is bound to this object. Smiling, Jael pressed the brand used to mark this is the brand. Jael pressed the brand used to mark the slaves as the arena's property. I used my sorcerer's sight to watch you light up my words, and I felt where the threads of your spells converged. This brand left its mark on your skin and the skin of your beloved bride. It was also used to mark the slaves whose minds you dominate and use as the instruments of your revenge. Or am I wrong? The Burning Gladiators howled in Nemarius' voice. But it was too late. Jael cast a spell on the brand that trapped the vengeful demigod, defeating and disempowering his foe. The tradition of using hot iron to mark the gladiators ceased. The fate of the Marius brand remained unknown up to this very day. Can you use this shit? What's the point of the burning brand? Can you summon a demigod? Oof! Go back, see if there's anything hidden. Man, and compare hard and unfair with this fight. This is from hard, this save. Without legendary proportions, without good hope, without 2 summons, without tons of scrolls, without resurrects. And everyone is alive and healthy. This is how it ended up. On unfair, Ninio died and I used a bunch of new spells and scrolls. That's the difference. Think about OS3, low high fantasy and 60 years they still I don't. Wasteland 3 has amazing story. A lot of choices and consequences. A lot of memorable fights. A lot of great boss fights. Great world map. Great companions, especially Scotchbo. A lot of comedy. It's very well written. It's also challenging. Not as Wrath of the Righteous though. And it has the best music ever in video gaming history. Like the best music ever.
This was simple enough. Together we stand. Lead on. This was simple enough.
Ode to Nocticula. This dirty paper is covered in writing. Though much of it has been furiously crossed out among the ridiculous scribbles, the following lines remain legible. O Nocticula, my ruin, my lady in shadow, the first of the succubi, the patron of murderers, the sovereign of lust. Thou art black as a starless night and beautiful as the heart of Nahindrian crystal. When demons wanna be romantic. Thy legend is demise born, thy fame is death forged. Whither thou guest all tremble. Thy wrath slays without pause, thy caress is sweeter than blood of the righteous. None can compare to thee in slaughter or desire. Some thou bringest down with a deadly strike, some with thy sweetest touch. May thou reign over the servants Nocticula until the end of time. May thou be the eternal whip raised over the lords of the abyss.
I'm all ears.
I'm always open to ideas.
Fucking fight, okay? Fucking fight, let's get a fuck out. I'm so sick of it. And fuck Baldur's Gate 3. Thanatotic Titans True Room. A mysterious rune inscribed in the lineage of Thanatotic Titans which exudes powerful and living aura. Whether the magic has lain dormant in the rune has awoken, leaving no doubt that this ancient object is some kind of enchanted device. Do I need to insert the rune again somewhere? This shit ain't done yet, but we prevented the... Hey, where was this shit? We have another disgusting fight.
Move out.
We have another disgusting fight.
Doubt is the heart's greatest
Are
challenge.
we ready to move out? Hmm? Oh, yes, what?
Shit.
Head on.
Wasn't there like... Sabator, thanks for the follow. I wrote it down. Ah, there it is. This is it. This is it. Or here. Come on! What is this shit, you troll?
Onwards.
You are my favorite aid.
Huh?
Are we in trouble yet?
How did you ended up over there? I don't have any doubts that it's gonna be a good game. Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, Divinity Original Sin 3. And I'll play the fuck out of it and I'll have multiple playthroughs and so on, but I don't give a fuck about it. When I have this, why would I even think about it? No point.
Hmm? Oh, yes, what?
Yeah, literally in a class on its own. Imagine when the DLCs come out. Imagine if they invest money into full voice acting. Just imagine this game in a 2 years from now. Imagine when it's balanced, when it's optimized.
Anything new? Nice try. Didn't work.
5, 6. How many places were inside the room? 4, I think. There's 4 places.
Can't hide from me.
A bright future awaits us. Call me again if you need to.
Pathetic was it? That seems like a very tough fight too, you know. I don't know why, but I believe it's gonna be disgusting.
Head on!
And what's even worse, I'm out of spells. I wasted all of my good spells.
Rules are made to be broken.
Man, I wasted everything there is. I don't know how I'll win this.
You call?
I mean, I still have a lot of those long-term buffs, but those better buffs.
Move already.
Let's try like this.
Together we stand.
Man, I wasted it all. I don't know what to
Waiting's
do.
never fun.
Are we ready to move out?
I don't have a fucking thing. I got
You are my
haste.
favorite aid.
Okay, I got haste. No, I ain't gonna go to bed soon. 2-3 hours, then I'll go.
I lead. You follow.
No reason to pause.
Go away, you disrupt the ritual. I didn't kill my master and spend the next 100 years deciphering his grimoire only for you to ruin everything. I told you to get lost. Do you think I won't turn you into a smoking strain on the ground just because I'm only a quasit?
None shall escape!
Pathetic quasit. You should never bother me. I was the familiar to the 3 strongest battle mages in the Abyss, and I killed them all after I mastered their secrets.
The Inheritor, guide my blade into the fray.
No, not bosses. No. Holy shit, gazes. Stinking shit everywhere. What I do without spells? I had tough scrolls. I doubt I can do it on unfair though if I don't go and rest. I really don't.
Did you see that?
Although it might be doable. What are you? 54 armor class. He won't have more than 70 on unfair. Might be doable. But it is disgusting without spells. Those grown-up bosses are not a big deal. Do you like magic missiles? You're gonna die before I guess. Immune to chain lightning. What's with this darkness? Veil of the Banshee. Jesus Christ! You little shit!
Cut them to pieces!
What? There's a new phase with Succubus guards. But it seems like I need to go back and rest and come here. I don't know how I picked those fights today, goddammit.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
All this waiting bores me.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
You called?
Are we in trouble yet?
No reason to pause.
No one stands in line.
Together, we stand.
I'm always open to
Rules
ideas.
are made to be.
We will win this war.
I'm losing my temper.
I will help where I can.
Yet another obstacle. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Immune to magic missiles. Fuck it, every enemy is immune to magic missiles.
Quiet now. But how will they know I've arrived?
They
Out of my
are the
sight.
darkness.
Man, his armor class raised. I need to go back and rest for this. I just try this custom.
You see that?
Another prismatic. Think if I win this fight, I level up. Could happen. I would love to level up. He only gets Banshee, which is great.
My wounds pile on.
I got less stand. Holy shit, there's another face. Oh my god, there's another face. How many?
Heal me quickly.
What the fuck? Oh. That's a quasi. A fucking dragon.
My wounds pile on.
Is that a quasi?
Heal me quickly.
Bruh. Positive energy fervor self. 200 HP, sure. What's your level? 23. Quite hard fight. If I had spells, it would be easier, but for unfair, I'll need to rest. I'll definitely need to rest. And I would hate to rest because of the Demon Slayer suit. I can still win some other fights. Just can't frighten anyone. Well, that was stupid.
take you!
Let's hear him cry. My wounds pile on. This is not the end.
Achievement unlocked, just pathetic.
Run them through.
The performance is lacking. You are lacking.
Missed me already.
Okay, I'll take it, but I'll also save the test on unfair. I'll take this. I'll take it. Nice and
Let's
easy.
move already.
One by one.
Battles await.
Nice and easy.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
For the first attempt, it's nice. Okay. If I rested, it would be different. A level! I don't know what to do first. Save. I need a manual save so I can fight it on unfair. I don't know if I'll do it today though, but I would love to make progress, then come back like tomorrow to test this on unfair. I need to rest for unfair. Let's do a manual save. Pathetic was it? Listen, for the first run, yeah, it's a strongly built part. But it will be much better as I play more and more. Considering these are loons. Pathetic quasi. Best and there. Now let me see that achievement and what is it. Just pathetic. 0.3% of players have the achievement. You need to kill him on a quarter above. Really? Really? Here it's 0.5 instead of 0.3. Same shit. Can imagine for hard and unfair. Let's level up. It's an agony with companions. No matter if I prove it, it's possible or not, it's an agony. Definitely an agony. It's even extremely hard on hard with companions. Even hard is a challenge on its own. If you wanna do everything, all optional bosses and so on, even that's a challenge. Not to mention unfair. Pathetic was it? Heroic Invocation, Foresight, Icy Prison Mass, Mind Blank, Communal, Mass Heal, Vast Intelligence, Another Luck, Protection, Misty Cover, +4, +2 inside bonus to armor class against flying creatures and summoned creatures. Interesting. Not gonna end up with millions. Well, let me see the book. We are at the middle city. Write it up what I did. Abode is done. Pathetic Quasit is done. I need to do it on unfair. We'll see when. Maybe when I level up. Since I have a save, I'll give it a shot on unfair. But I need to rest. 10,000 Delights quest. Don't have a clue how to do it. In front of Delights chest. What does it mean? In front of Delights. This one. We do that one and then we're gonna go. Hey, how much was a Pathetic Quasit, by the way? $20,000 on. So those demo downs are actually harder. Considering how much XP they gave for a Quasit. In front of Delights, there's a chest. And then we do the level up. Every level in this game feels important, you know, and it feels great because you need to play for 2 days in a row for a level. It really feels good when you level up.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Listen, talking about Cyberpunk, you have my review for Cyberpunk on my YouTube channel. I had a solid run. Aside that from AI being brain dead, from garbage mechanics while driving and so on. I had one good run and that's it. Scrapped aside, will never play it ever again. It's above mediocre game. Okay, above mediocre. More towards good than towards mediocre. But it's far from being great or... no.
I'm always open to ideas.
It's a disappointment. That's what it is. And people, they expect another Witcher, you know. I was also speaking about it like 2 or 3 weeks ago. You'll never get another Witcher. Alright, ever again, because there were 300 devs working on a Witcher 3. 200 of them quitted. From top 5 developers, only 4 remain. 4 quitted, okay? Only 1 remained. So CD Projekt Red lost around 200 developers with Cyberpunk before Cyberpunk, and they quitted because of they were pressured to release the game faster and so on and whatnot. Okay, so 200 of them quit. So now if they say it's gonna be Witcher 4, don't expect it to be as good as Witcher 3. Plus they missed 4 of their top devs. 4 of them. You better check the list and see where those devs went. What company will be for those 4 main devs of Witcher 3. And then follow up what they gonna make. That's gonna be the next good game. Some of them quit, some of them laid off, okay? But it's 200 out of 300. That's a fucking lot, okay? And 4 out of 5 top, okay? That's a lot. It's really a lot.
Ready to move out?
Call me again if you need to.
Triumph of Pain, +5 agile. One-handed trident. Another ability is +5 trident, new enemy for the first time. Target must pass a reflex saving throw. Fail saving throw. The enemy becomes prone for 1 round. Suffers 3d6 piercing damage on success. If suffers -4 penalty to CMD for 2 rounds. Unusually well balanced. You apply dexterity modifier to damage rolls instead of strength. Reduced for rough hands. How much is it? Although I'm afraid to look at the inventory, I really got a lot.
I lead. You follow.
Leg more. You don't leg enough. Leg more.
The mongrel did it.
Owlcat will make the 3rd Pathfinder. Probably, yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't see why not. Describe this shit down. We got that. And now on the middle floor, only 10,000 delights quest. In the upper city, we got slums, an empty room, a chest where Sava Melek was, a storyteller tower, Nocticula. Let's go and level up. Let's go and level up.
Onwards.
Time to level up. I believe when I play Cyberpunk, I played with fucking everything, okay? Melee weapons. Those superpowers, fists, blades, pistols, guns, snipers, like bloody everything there is. So I had fun. Never got bored. Yeah, I need to bring Ember through. Enemies are a different topic. They're more than brain dead. And nothing changed in Cyberpunk. Nothing at all. It's still the same. Visit Arueshalae. You want to talk about what happened at Dimulch's Manor? Thought a lot about what he said and then I understood. I think it would be easier to show you instead of trying to explain everything. Will you follow me into my dream again? Let's go. Thank you. Arueshalae takes your hand in a small searing palm and the world around you begins to fade. Help Arueshalae put her dreams in order. Arueshalae's dream is filled with smoke. Cold, ghostly fire is devouring the dreams of others she has collected. Tears are flowing freely from her eyes, leaving faint trails on her soot-stained cheeks. Arueshalae, what's wrong? My dreams, it was all a mistake. Do you remember what we saw in Dimulch's mansion? What he said about the dreams coming true? Food reaches the demise of his enemies. Desna asked me what I dreamed of. I tried to find an answer, I truly did, but look, are my dreams any different from the desires of demons? What changed? What's the name of that bird that grabs everything shiny and carries it off to a nest? A goldfinch, right? I'm just like a thieving goldfinch that spies on people's dreams and hoards them away. But doing that hasn't changed me at all. I'm still the same greedy, cruel, lustful demon I've always been. Other demons don't dream. That's true, but this is my dream, and it's full of things that demons desire in reality. That's not true, you're not like other demons, you do good. I force myself to do good every day. I help mortals, I protect them from other demons. Can my actions change my inner nature? If I'm still a demon inside, then what does it matter? What if, without even knowing it, I'm simply ingratiating myself with you so I can seduce, betray, and murder you? I don't want that. I don't want to want that. But my black heart does. Here's the answer to Desna's riddle. You dream of the same things the demon desire because you're a demon too, and there's no escaping that. Now, what are you gonna do now? Now I have to start anew. I still have my own dream. I will cleanse it of other desires and try to find my own. I was so happy to receive my own dreams, and now it's so difficult to get rid of them. Will you help me destroy all of this? I fear I won't manage on my own. Burn Arueshalae's dreams. Ravenous greater shadow. Burn it.
Head on!
Nice, burn this too. Thank you for giving me this dream. It's a beautiful dream, but it isn't mine. Arueshalae's dreams been swallowed by flames. Ribbons of smoke drift away, carried by intangible wind. A black shadow lurks in the darkness, staring at you. This is Arueshalae's incredible nightmare. The succubus touches the table. The fire not only failed to destroy it, it somehow made the table even more real. Arueshalae studies it with a mix of sorrow and confusion. What's wrong with this stupid table? Why didn't it burn? Your nightmare didn't burn either. Think about it. Why this table? Why is it important? I don't know. It's just a table. Anivia's fresh bread used to be here, but now it's gone, and yet the table remains. Your nightmare didn't burn either. No, it didn't. That thing won't leave this place ever. What if this is a real dream, your own dream, and not something you overheard? Stable. Is this what I dream of? Furniture. Let me help you get rid of it. Arueshalae touches the table again, pensively tracing the wood grain with her finger. I want to destroy everything I had brought here. but it just refuses to burn. Is it a nightmare too, or maybe something important? Is it another hint? I want to destroy it, but I'm afraid to. Samuas, thanks for the follow. Then perhaps we shouldn't get rid of it. But what's wrong with it? Why still here when everything else burned down? So what now? I don't know, perhaps I won't do anything yet. Everything is burned down apart from my nightmare in this table. I'll come back here too. I need some time alone to think about it later. Let's go back to the real world. You worked out yet what that table in your dream means? Not yet. Keep going back to examine a still just a wooden table. It's a mystery. It's gonna be solved when we go back to Golarion. And Len? Nothing. Inheritor? Nothing. Yaniel? Nothing. We're gonna level up. We're about to level up. Nothing with Nenio, nothing with Regial. Roach is still there, by the way. Completely bugged. From Vendua. Come on.
I lead, you follow.
Is there anything down? I never was down.
Onwards!
That was trippy. Absolutely nothing. Let's level up. Level 17. We get Bollocks now. Nothing. A bit. No, I still didn't. I have a save. I'll come back and do it. I keep forgetting about it. I need to go back. Not only that save, I got like 2 or 3 bosses where I saved and said I'm gonna come back for them. Although that unplayful nightmare, okay, you shouldn't do it on your way in. You should do it on your way out. Okay. I'm gonna get critical focus. Grave War. Slayer's Advance. That's Hunter, how you doing? Over my main? Yeah, I can. I'll take coordinated defense on everyone. I hope it's not bugged. For feats, I took toughness as the first one. Then it's shield focus. Then it's precise strikes, outflank, shake it off, shield master, shield wall, bashing finish. Now it's gonna be something defensively team feat. Missile shield, two weapon fighting, double slice, specialization into Warhammer, and a greater shield focus. That's about it. Coordinated defense now. We ain't dropping down. For Mythic. What I took for Mythic. Instrument of Freedom. Mythic Toughness. Sword of Heaven. Abolish Gil. Two weapon fighting Mythic. Less stand. Now it depends what mythic path you chose, okay, for a WordPress. I believe Angel is great for a WordPress. Greybor. Coordinated defense. Regial. If I take fighter, I get weapon training. If I get Hell Knight, I get a fucking what? Infernal armor. Resistance to fire, acid, cold. Persuasion checks. Will saves against spells with any of the following: compulsion, fear, charm, discipline. It's scaling with charisma. We go with Hell Knight. This is a good question what to do. I'll bait at -10 penalties. No. Greater weapon focus is a waste right now. Double slice at strength. He needs a bloody power attack too, you know. And toughness. They just wasted those starting points and that's it. Completely fucking wasted. Nothing I can do about it. Can play with what I got. With defense, with fear. Against compulsion. Charm. In the description. We go with law. I believe it's the best. By far. Law domain. You heard chaos demons are chaos. It's law. Now it's law. Touch of law. Socio. Ah, new spells. Bloody cleric. Defense spells. Just now he receives mass heal and a polar midnight. It's fucking transmutation. Stigma. Greater fire, fire, evocation, penetration, greater evocation, greater penetration. And her mythic pots also go all towards fire. This is level 7 now. It's gonna be Ice Body, so we become immune to most of the things in the game. Level 8. It resists bonus and saving throws against all mind-affecting spells and effects. Frightful aspect or mind blank? I'll take mind blank. Wolchif. Arcane Trickster. Invisible Thief. Prompting. Let's sneak damage to spells. Next level for Wolchip will be huge. You deal sneak attack damage with spells. Damn you. Sirocco. Nice. Electricity, eh? Frankly, she doesn't need a feat at all. Nice. I took everything I wanted for her. Scroll 7, Nenios got new spells. Final spells. Heroic Invocation. I'll probably multiclass Nanny after this one. She doesn't need a wizard bonus feat. She doesn't need an extra feat. I don't know what I'll take though. I'll need to think about it. But this is the last into scroll 7. For sure. We reach those maximum spells. I don't know what elemental focus to take. What I use with her. She's good as a scroll 7. I got those 16 scrolls of AoE fire. I could take fire if nothing else is available. I got what I wanted, by the way. So now it doesn't matter. Alright, take some meta magic. If I don't like it, I'll reset it. Spell specialization. Should I take weird? Like Phantasmal, but it's AoE. Multiple Phantasmal creatures attacking them. How good weird is, eh? When you say illusion sucks, think about it. Just think about it. He has a small number of spells. Illusion. Very small number of spells. But all of those spells are good. Blur, displacement, invisibility, mass invisibility, phantasmal, web, shadows. Weird. Weird is so bloody broken, man. Yeah, but weird on core and weird on harder difficulties is not the same spell. If it can kill one, alright, I'm good. Only one in a crowd. If it falls from weird, I'm good. But let's be real. It won't work non-stop. And after all, there's a lot of good spells also. You know, it's not only weird. Let's be clear. Foresight is great. It's really great. And it's 10 minutes per level. Heroic Invocation is absolutely amazing. Immune to Fear, Charm. Tons of damage. And health point. Icy Prison is also straight up broken. Overwhelming Presence, don't even wish to speak about it. Insta one shot with power word kill. Now this requires Jades to transform. Heroic, then Foresight and Icy Prison Mess, and Overwhelming Presence. They have five great spells from those late spells, but for now it's Heroic. Diran, one more level for 9. Should be immediately greater elemental focus fire, nothing to think about. I believe so. He doesn't need anything at all. For the meta magic I can always use rods. Don't need to waste beats on meta magic. Now, what do we specialize in? In Firestorm. Let's switch from Blade Barrier to Firestorm, because I do a lot of damage with it. Need some distractions. I'll buy persistent rod. Nice and easy. I got 2 firestorms. Fuck. I nearly took firestorm. Cause I use spell specialization and I don't that it was casting firestorm and then it appears again. One is from ancestry, this one. So I learned it an entire level, no, entire 2 levels, 3 levels. Than when I'm supposed to be learning firestorm, or better to say now. That's what ancestry does. I already got good spells. I can go with Summon Elder. Now I can fuck around. Don't care now. What do you mean you received Divine Sap? What the fuck, man? Arueshalae receives nothing. I think it's gonna be outflank. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be outflank. The fuck I do with you, lad? Fuck I do with you? I see improved initiative now. No one's got seize the moment. We go with initiative. Scylla. As a stalwart, you gain defensive powers. So the next level is huge for Scylla, not this one. Although if I reset now, if I reset Scylla now, I can grab this. So it doesn't really matter so much. I could go for Aura of Fate. Fucking hell, I can go for Aura of Righteousness. And then I transfer to Stalwart. Yeah, I'll probably go for Aura. Since I took Stalwart to manage through mid-game, now I can transfer to Aura. I'll easily reset her. And she's gonna be better than ever. Mercy against Cursed.